cinturón de campeona, pero ahora no usa ni siquiera eso.
Este es el cinturón de campeona de la WWF y es mío. Traten de quitármelo.
En un instante se convirtió en la más grande atracción de la WWF, la salvaje mujer que hace lo que quiere con el cuerpo de las demás.
¡Dios, es Sable!
Soy segura, salvaje, aventurera y egoísta. Es típico en mí. Si me conocen, conocen mis trajes.
Esos trajes han sido cada vez más pequeños y ahora desaparecieron por completo. El cuerpo que alguna vez le ganó a Sable un ejército de admiradores de la lucha libre, ahora está en exhibición en Playboy.
Hacer esto para Playboy fue una experiencia muy enriquecedora. Me sentí totalmente desinhibida en todos sentidos.
¿Puedo tomarme una fotografía contigo?
Claro.
En Nueva York valió la pena esperar horas para verla más de cerca.
Se ve muy honesta, fuera del cuadrilátero. Solo pudo ver la portada. Cuando tenga 18 podrá ver el resto.
Oigan, si así se ve luchando en la WWF, no queda mucho que ver, justo como le gusta a ella.
Creo que puede ser sensual y fuerte al mismo tiempo.
Y para las familias a las que les gusta jugar, el esposo de Sable es luchador profesional también. Es el maravilloso Mark Mirror. La edición de Playboy con Sable sale a la venta.
The death of professional wrestler Owen Hart on Sunday night served as a sad reminder that not all action in the controversial sport is part of a fake storyline. Hart fell to his death before 14,000 horrified fans at the WWF Over the Edge pay-per-view event. The accident happened when a cable lowering Hart into the ring somehow became disconnected. The wrestler then plunged 50 feet down onto the corner of the ring.
Right now, there are no answers. There is an ongoing investigation, and we don't have any answers as to how this happened yet.
The tragedy itself was not aired live. Hart's fall occurred during a pre-taped segment of the wrestling event.
Sunday's tragedy is still fresh on the minds of many in the wrestling world, but...
Authorities in Kansas City, Missouri are investigating the death of a pro wrestler killed during a pay-per-view event. 33-year-old Owen Hart, who performed as the Blue Blazer, plunged 50 feet to his death Sunday as he was being lowered into the ring on a cable. It's unclear how the harness system malfunctioned. Hart was a member of the Canadian pro wrestling family. His brother, Bret the Hitman Hart, canceled a previously scheduled appearance Monday on The Tonight Show. Jerry Springer is...
Former WWF Women's Champ Sable has delivered a body slam to the Wrestling Federation that made her famous. But she wants to settle things in a court of law, not in the wrestling ring. In an exclusive interview with TV Guide, Sable reveals that she is suing the World Wrestling Federation for $100 million, citing sexual harassment, unsafe conditions, and steroid abuse.
Well, I think it's surfacing now because she would like to start a new career on acting, and it's, you know, she needs to get out of that contract, and I think that's part of the reason that she filed the lawsuit, was to terminate her contract with the WWF.
Sable, whose real name is Rena Marrow, alleges the WWF instructed her to expose her breasts during a wrestling event. When she refused, she was told to lose an upcoming match and her title. A lawyer for the WWF says Sable was, quote, an absolute nobody before the organization gave her a lucrative career. No doubt Sable has what you'd call above bod, but she didn't make it the top 10 list just put out by Flex magazine. Their Flexperts have named Demi Moore, Vanessa L. Williams, and Linda Hamilton as 3 of the premier Hollywood hardbodies. The aforementioned Steve Kometko gives us the complete list, and it'll probably make you think twice about striving for skinny.
Our message is that you can look beautiful, sexy, strong, and healthy all at the same time.
In the June issue of Flex magazine, you'll find the shapely celebs who made the cut.
Can I play too? Or is it just for boys?
Actually, it's just for girls. Wild Things star Denise Richards took the number 10 spot. Number 9 goes to...
Renee O'Connor, Xena's pretty sidekick. You want to check out a beautiful set of abdominals on a woman? She's got them.
Next, Vanessa L. Williams, who really flexed her muscle opposite Arnold Schwarzenegger in Eraser.
Arnold would tell her some of his training tips and secrets. And the example there was a slender, sleek, symmetrical, beautiful woman who also had some muscularity.
Moving up the list, it's Pamela Anderson Lee.
Don't call me babe.
Holly Hunter.
Oh, you look amazing.
And former Baywatch beauty, Alexandra Paul.
She plays a very self-assured, confident woman that has wide shoulders and narrow waist and looks very, very sleek in her physical design.
Looking sleek and sculpted is Demi Moore. Then there's La Femme Nikita's Keita Wilson, Linda Hamilton in Terminator 2, and the #1 Hollywood hard body,
Angela Bassett. Oh my gosh, when she played What's Love Got to Do with It, she just looked absolutely fantastic.
She's been the WWF's leading lady and a best-selling Playboy cover girl. Now, Sable says she's going for the TKO as an actress. Pretty big challenge? Well, Rena Mero, as she now calls herself, is used to challenges. As Linda Grasso tells us, this wannabe actress is also taking on the WWF in a multi-million-dollar lawsuit.
She introduced the boss and...
She's made a name for herself as the WWF's no-nonsense sex symbol. But now Sable is going Hollywood, announcing at the Playboy Mansion that in September, she'll become the first cover girl featured twice in 1 year.
It's just me, just a small-town girl that, you know, made something wonderful out of her life, and this is just the beginning.
Rena Mero, as she now wants to be called, says she's in LA launching an acting career.
I've been very well received.
Rena's career switch comes on the heels of her multi-million-dollar lawsuit against the WWF, with allegations ranging from unsafe conditions to sexual harassment. The 30-year-old claims she was harassed by WWF employees who not only promoted a sexually charged atmosphere, but asked her to bare her breasts in the ring. When she refused, Rena claims, she was stripped of her champion title.
You present yourself as the sexy wrestler, and then you get sexual reaction, and then you're upset
and
about
I love being thought of as being sexy and a sultry woman, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What I'm upset about is that I was asked to have my clothes ripped off in front of a live national and live in-house audience in front of children.
Some people might see a contradiction in the fact that you were asked to take off your clothes, you didn't like it, and yet you take off your clothes for Playboy. Respond to that.
Yes, I'd love to. There's a huge difference between posing for Playboy. It was my choice to pose for Playboy. It was in a very sterile atmosphere. I had complete control over everything that took place during that photography shoot.
The wrestler turned playmate understands she has a rough road ahead.
Sable!
But hey, she's never been one to shy away from a rumble. In Los Angeles, I'm Linda Grasso for E! News.
Politician Jesse Ventura says he wants to return to his old stomping grounds, and we do mean stomping grounds. He may be the only U.S. governor to have ever donned dangling earrings and a feathered boa in public. But if you thought those days are now behind Jesse the Body Ventura, think again. Minnesota's governor announced today he's stepping back into the ring to referee next month's World Wrestling Federation's Super Slam in Minneapolis.
And there will be law and order. This will be a title match like no other title match they've ever seen before, because I have the power.
There are some, of course, who question the propriety of Jesse's upcoming gig, but Ventura argues there's no rule that says a governor can't have fun. Just ask the former governor of Arkansas. Critics just hope that fun won't tarnish the dignity of the governor's office.
Check out your local newsstand and you'll find a new set of cover girls. The U.S. Women's